Hi guys, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Today's video is going to be a Q&A. A while ago on Instagram, I posted on my story and asked people if they needed planner advice, and I told them I was going to do a planner advice Q&A on YouTube. So I got a whole bunch of questions, and I'm going to answer them all in this video, so stick around. Our first question is from K Smith 220. She asks, what do you track in your on-the-go planner? So basically, I use a mini happy planner on the go, which means I just throw it in my purse. I basically track things to buy, like groceries. I always have a grocery list in there that I can just pull out at the grocery store. And I will track like errands I need to run too, so that if I'm out and about, I can just kind of like look at that and see if I'm near any of those stores that I need to go to. Basically, that's mainly why I keep an on-the-go planner, but a lot of people use them for more detail than that. I will write in my plans briefly, like I might just write in an appointment or two, but for the most part, that is what I use it for. I also love having the paper in my purse just to be able to jot down thoughts or anything I need to write down. So that's what I do. Alma S22 asks, how do you make writing pretty in a planner? There's lots of different ways to learn lettering, and I have a video on planner lettering. I'll link that up there. And also, I'm trying to remember if this was released yet. I think by the time you're watching this, you might have seen my video on how to improve your handwriting, so check that out. I'll put that up there if I already filmed it. I'm filming all these way in advance, so it's hard to remember. But my number one tip for making your handwriting pretty in your planner is just practice. I know that's so basic. I know, Mary Ellen, I knew you were going to say that, but it's so true. I have gotten so much better at lettering just by lettering my planner every week. I don't even practice and if you get even better if you practice not in your planner, and if you have like a dedicated, notebook to practicing. I don't even do that though. All I do is write in my planner every week, and I've looked at my lettering and it has improved a ton, especially my bounce lettering. Not that I do that much, but that's improved a lot. So just practice. You will get better at it. It takes time. It does not come natural for everyone. I am a lucky person in that it comes natural for me, but I also cannot throw a softball to save my life. So I might be able to write in a straight line and it might look cute, but that's my strength, and not everyone has that particular strength. So you really need to work at it. Crazy Mom Planner asks, how do you store your planners when the year is over? Do you toss them? Do you keep them? What do you do? So the way I do it is I keep them. I don't want to get rid of my planners. The amount of time I've spent on these spreads and the amount of love that goes into all the spreads that I make, and the creativity, no way do I ever want to part with these. And if I plan for the rest of my life, I'm going to need a really big room to store all of my planners because I don't want to part with any of them. I also think it's really fun to look back on how your style has changed, because planning styles change all the time. The way I was planning in the beginning is nothing like I'm planning now. And I like seeing that progression. The way I'm planning now is probably not the way I'm going to be planning in 2 years. So I just like seeing how it changes. And also, and I've said this in a recent video, if you ever get framed for a crime and the police come to you and they're like, where were you on the night of February 21st, 2021? You're going to be like, let me check my planner. It's an alibi. I mean, kind of. It might help anyway, right? So I always, I think that's funny, but also kind of true. I like to know what I did and when. If anybody ever asks me, or if I ever think, I wonder what I was when this happened, or I wonder like what was happening. Wonder, I can always look back and, oh, hi, Bumble. I can always look back and see what was happening at that time. I think that's pretty cool. So how I store them, currently I am just storing them over there, although they're not there right now because I was just doing a video using them in those shelves. But like I said, I'm going to definitely need, she wants to play ball. So I'm going to have to change up how I store them in the future. And I guess I'll let you know then, because I honestly don't know. You know, basically just put them on a shelf and keep them all together. It's fun to look back on. EV6 asks, how does a free spirit plan without feeling tied down? That's an interesting question. I am not a free spirit. I am a planner, and I always have been. So for me, it's easy. For other people, I guess it's maybe a little bit harder. I guess my only advice to you is to use it as a creative outlet and try to think of it like that rather than, you know, your planner. Like, do some art journaling or something fun like that. If you're a free spirit and you're, I mean, I guess I think of free spirit and I think of like just fun, creative pages, and I don't know, like it's so hard for me to think that way because I don't mind being tied down to my planner. Like, I'm a rule follower, I am a list maker, and I always have been. So I don't know if I have any tips for you besides like make it really fun for you and customize it to be what you want it to be. Halcyon Days, I butchered that. These names are hard, you guys. These names are hard. Anyway, she asks, how do you use your stickers that you don't like? There's a lot of options for that. I'm probably going to do a video on that, I think, because I've been asked that before. Right now, I usually don't. I usually don't use them. But I know I have more stickers than the average person, and I know a lot of people can't afford a lot of stickers, so they want to use up their books, and I totally understand that. It must be super satisfying to use up a whole Happy Planner sticker book. I have never done that. One idea I had, and this is going to be in a future video, is to take all the ones you don't like and make like a mosaic with it, kind of. Say you're doing a rainbow spread. You could take a whole bunch of stickers that you don't like in your sticker book that you're working through, and you could cut them up and make like, you know, red, orange, yellow stripe. You can change stickers too if you don't like them. There's a lot of ways to change stickers. That's a good idea for a video. Now my brain's going. You know, you could take, if, for example, a colorful box. If you know you're never going to use that color, say you absolutely hate purple, you know you're never going to use it, take a black Sharpie and color around the outside and make a black box. If you really don't like some sticker that has a white background, you think it's ugly, like color that background. Like, change your stickers up if you don't like them. You can always give them to someone who would appreciate them. I actually started pulling out sheets of stickers in some of my sticker books and collecting them so that one day I can do a giveaway of all my least favorite stickers. I think that's so funny. And I don't know, like, but one person's trash is another person's treasure. So if you absolutely hate them, you don't think you're ever going to use them, just start collecting those pages and then just give them to someone. You know, go to a Facebook group or offer it up on an Instagram story. Just be like, hey, anybody want these extra stickers? And guaranteed somebody will want them, because people love free things, and also because, like I said, your idea of a bad sticker might be someone else's idea of a super cute sticker. You just never know. Here's my baby. Say hi. Look, look. Yeah. She just got a haircut yesterday. Doesn't she look cute? EV6 says that she has trouble moving from a journaling mentality to a planner mentality. So you don't have to choose. Do it all. Especially like if you use like a big Happy Planner where there's lots of room, like do it all in that one planner if you want. Like, journal. Also, horizontal planners are really good for journaling. And if you combine your journaling with your planning, it's kind of like, even in my opinion, it's even better than a journal because it also like shows what you were doing at that time. And it's things that you wouldn't normally put in your journal. Like went to Hobby Lobby and bought like a couple planners. I don't know. It's stuff you might not include in your journal. And I think it's just really cool to be able to look back on, like I was saying before. So I guess what I'm saying is by combining it together, maybe that will help you do both at the same time. Hopefully. Liz Lists and Plans asks, do you take your planner when you go on vacation? And if so, what's in your planner bag? I do not personally take my planner on vacation. Partly because this is my job. So when I'm on vacation, I need to decompress and I need to get away from planning completely. Now that's not probably, what the normal person feels like. I do carry a little mini Happy Notes notebook, and that is like my travel journal. If I'm going somewhere interesting, I will write in that and just kind of jot down the things we did so that when I come home, I can transfer that stuff into my catch-all planner. But as far as bringing a heavy planner and supplies, I don't do that. And I would suggest that you don't either, unless you're going to some place where you're going to have a lot of downtime. Even I would bring planning supplies if I was going somewhere where I knew I would be alone for a day or two. And in that case, I probably would, it's so hard to think of what to bring, but I guess I would try to plan like in my head what my spread was going to look like, and then bring those sticker books. And then I would bring scissors, maybe a roll of washi tape. I'd bring an X-Acto knife. I'd bring whiteout. I'd bring Tombow adhesive. I would bring some pens and a checklist stencil, and what else? I know I'm forgetting something. But I'd bring all my basic supplies and only the sticker books that I think I'm going to need for that spread. I'd probably bring like a color story sticker book where it has a little bit of everything, or just one sticker book, for example, like Girl Power, that has pretty much like, it has, most sticker books though have like boxes in them, and like I would just make sure that I'm not packing like a specialty sticker book like food, and then I wouldn't have, boxes and functional stickers. So does that make sense? I don't know. If you want to bring it, bring it. I'm not trying to tell you not to, but also like when you're on vacation, like try to experience your vacation. Try not to worry about it. Plan with Michelle says, I want to buy a happy planner for work, but I'm afraid of what my coworkers will think of it. That's a tough one. I've talked about this before. On the one hand, I want to tell you, you be you and be proud of what you're doing, and don't give a crap about what anyone thinks about you. And then there's the other side of me who always seems to care a little bit about what other people think about me. When I was working at Remax, I did use a happy planner, but I didn't use one for work for some reason. I kept like just a notepad full of lists, and that is how I planned at work, and it worked for me, so I did not want to change that. So I didn't use a planner at work. If I did, I guess I would do one of two things. I'd either own it. I'd be like, hey, isn't this cool? Or I would plan kind of minimally at work. I'm not sure which of those options I would take right now. I think now I would just be like, hey, this is who I am. But if you're worried about it, I guess I would just, for example, don't use like, the Girl Power sticker book in your planner. Like, you know what I mean? Just use maybe like minimalist, or, some of like the functional books or something like that. But honestly, at the end of the day, like, who cares? Really, who cares? Because not everyone is going to understand it. People might think you're a little cuckoo. But, I just really feel like you should be yourself, and people can either accept it or not accept it. And who knows, you might turn someone else at work into a planner. You never know. The Creative Flow of Marie Key, and I might be pronouncing that wrong, sorry. She asks, how can I fix ripped stickers? I do sticker surgery. That's what I call it. I put them back together again. You probably see me doing that on my channel all the time. You just have to be careful with it. I reassemble the stickers, and I will use like tweezers. They really help if you use tweezers, especially if it's like a smaller sticker. And at the end of the day, if you cannot fix your sticker, and they all cannot be fixed, it goes in the garbage, and that's okay. Do you know how many stickers we have? You guys, if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you have enough stickers to last you, if not for years, for the rest of your life. So one ripped sticker, it's okay if it goes away. Chelsea DVB asks, what are some ideas when you don't have time to be fancy in your planner? What can you do? Well, I don't always have time to be fancy in my planner. Of course, if I'm filming a YouTube video, the ones you see are typically fancy. The ones I plan on my own, because sometimes I do, because I have a lot of planners, they're pretty basic. What I do when I want it to look cute but don't have a lot of time is, now this isn't for everybody, but what I do is throw down florals because they're so easy. You can just put them on the corner of your pages or along the bottom or along the top, and then put down a couple of boxes, and it's gonna look cute. So that is what I do. You can apply that to really anything. It doesn't have to be florals. Like you can take leopard print and just put it all on the bottom of your page and then put down some boxes. So as long as like there's a little bit of decor on your page, you don't have to go crazy. It doesn't have to be a big masterpiece every week. I feel pressure on myself to do that, and I do love doing that. But again, not all of my spreads are masterpieces. A lot of them you might not even see. Then I might just put down a few cute stickers and call it a day. So it's okay to do that sometimes. Plans with Emily Ann asks, how do you plan your YouTube content? I have done videos on this. I currently use a Dashboard Classic planner, and I basically take it and divide it into sections. I'll have a filming section, I'll have things to do, I will have the Monday through Sunday videos that are going out. It's been really working for me so far. And then I take the monthly in that planner and I write in every video that I'm filming for the month. So I sit down at the end of the month before and plan it out, usually like the last week. Say like, so it's November, so the last week in October, I sat down and I planned out all my monthly videos. It just helps keep me on track, and I don't always stick to that schedule. I have posted it before and then felt bad, like people were looking for things like the craft room tour that I was supposed to do a long time ago. But I try to stick to it as much as I can, and it gives me like a guideline for the month. Honestly, if I didn't track those on the monthly, I would be lost. So that's what I do that helps keep me on track. Planner Babe in Bloom asks how you can stick to one planner when there's so many new releases to buy. That's hard. That's hard. Obviously I get a lot of product for free from the Happy Planners, so I have a lot of planners. So for me, it's like, but there was a time between being on the squad and being a mentor that I had to buy my planners. So you might find cute planners that you really want but you already have a planner. It's okay to buy a cup, I don't want to tell you to buy more product, but it's okay if you want to take a couple of planners and like combine them together to make the perfect planner for you. I do that all the time. But if you can't afford it, do not put yourself into debt buying cute planners that are just going to sit on your shelf. So what I would do in that instance is decorate my planner to make it more exciting and make it my own. So I might print out some pictures online and, cover the dividers. I mean, you can change it up however you want to. So make it more exciting for you, I guess. And then maybe you won't want those ones that are like kind of generic. So if it's a more custom feel, say you love sunflowers, well, print out a bunch of pictures of sunflowers and cover those, like cover a divider in sunflowers. You can change up your planner to be whatever you want it to be, and then you won't feel like you're missing out as much, I don't think. You'll probably still feel that way, but maybe it'll be a little easier. Bev Crafts a Plan asks, is there such a thing as too many stickers? No? I don't think so. But if you have the money and, you know, you like collecting them and it's a hobby, I don't think you can have too many. Like I said, I have enough stickers to last me the rest of my life probably, and then some. And yet I'm still buying stickers, so it's an addiction. Rella Mest asks, how do you do a spread without washi tape? She says she doesn't have enough pretty washi tapes. You don't need washi tape. You do not. I use a lot of washi tape. Actually, there's a lot of planners who don't use any washi tape at all. I know of several, and that's okay. You don't, and actually a lot of the Happy Planner sticker books now have like those little washi strips in them. You can use those as washi if you want. But honestly, I would not worry about that at all. If you can't afford like a bunch of cute washi tapes, I would probably pick up like a basic skinny washi pack that just has several colors and, you know, regular patterns, nothing extreme. But honestly, I do not recommend you going out and buying tons of washi tape, because that is what I did in the beginning, and that was a really bad idea. I actually ended up giving most of it away because I didn't need it. I went crazy. I was a washi addict for a couple of months, at least, like 6 months, and I couldn't stop buying it. And now I wonder why, and what a waste of money that was. So don't feel bad if you don't have a lot of washi or even have any washi. You know, you can make it work. And also you could take pens and cover up the lines. If you wanted the line to be a different color, you could take a pen and a ruler, like a marker and a ruler, and make that line that color. Honestly, there's so many things that you could do. Zelgi asks, what do you do if you don't have anything to put in your planner for the day? I have a whole video on that, which I'll link right here at the top. Go up there if you want to watch that. Actually, I have 2 videos on it. That's number 1, and then the second one was like a second parter. But I use a big Happy Planner, and I don't always have things to put in my planner, and that's okay. So there's a lot of tips in that video, but if you don't want to watch that video, basically you could put stickers down there, sticker it up. That's what I always say. You could put a quote, you could put the weather, you could put what you're reading, you could put what you're watching. You could write in big letters to like fill up that space. You can do a little like memory of what you did in the day, even if all you did was like, you know, binge watch Schitt's Creek and eat popcorn. Like you could write that in. You can print out photos and put them in. There's just so many different things you can do. You don't have to be a busy person to have a planner. It can be functional for anyone. And you could also switch to a mini if you don't feel comfortable trying to fill up your days. If you feel like it's too big in a classic or a big, you could use a mini or like a skinny classic or something for your to-do list, your appointments. Yeah, so don't stress about that and go watch that video because that might help you out. My Little Planning Corner asks, what are your favorite products and why? So I have so many favorite Happy Planner products, but the checklist stencil is my current fave. I love it. I actually have like, I think 3 sets of these because I keep like misplacing them, and I don't know why I have so many, but this is used to draw lines in your planner, and I love lines. I love having lines to write on. I didn't always use this. In fact, I was looking back through my planner and I didn't used to use this at all. I used the strips that came with the little bullet points. And they're good to use too, and maybe I should use them once in a while, but I'm just like addicted to this. I like love this so much. Another favorite is, and I'm talking about current favorites, not all-time favorites. Another current favorite is the Muji Pen .38. It's like very thin, and I love using it for these lines. I also love using it for doodling in my planner, and when I'm writing to-do lists and stuff, it just looks nice and thin and neat. I got that tip from Mom Run Craft. Thank you, April. It really, really helped. And What else? So of course, like stickers and stuff, and but those are basic. Everybody loves those. I also really love daily sheets, and I actually just ordered a block pad, which is coming shortly, and that is like a daily sheet block pad. I like them for work because it really helps keep me on track. I have like a dashboard layout social media planner that I use, but there's not really enough room to write like all of my lists for each day. So I really like having that daily sheet. I usually just toss them after the day's over, but it's just really helpful for me. Steino.hobby asked for tips on how to stay consistent in planning. I do have a whole video on that. I will link that up there and you can check that out. But a couple of quick tips I have is plan on the same day every week. Just, pick a day like Sunday night. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to, plan out my week. Even set an alarm on your phone or put it in your planner, so that you will remember to do it. Also, I think it really helps to like join the planner community on Instagram. Like that's what helped me, because then people were expecting me to post every week, to post my planner pictures, and it kind of got addicting. So that's an idea too. I don't know, it's not for everyone, but like that really helped me stay consistent. And I don't know, I had a bunch of other tips on that video, so go check that out. Michelle Brooks 522 asks how to balance everything between a catch-all planner and an on-the-go planner. And like I said before, in my mini planner, I basically just put in like grocery lists and errands and stuff, and I just do general appointments. In my main planner, I do more detailed. So I might put that I have a doctor appointment at 3:00 in my mini. There's not a lot of space to write in a mini. So, I mean, some people take their classic on the go. I think that's too big for me anyway. On my big planner, which is my catch-all, I might put doctor 3:00, but then list, okay, make sure you bring the forms and make sure you tell them about this and, be there 15 minutes early. So that's like more detailed. So that's how I do it. I know everyone is so different, and, not everyone even uses an on-the-go planner, and it's okay if you don't. I keep a lot of stuff in my phone. Like I keep a lot of stuff in my phone calendar. And that's why I don't need a mini as much for appointments and events, because it's in my phone calendar, which I do look at daily. So I kind of like do a combination of digital and paper planning, and that's okay to do as well. No one says that you have to, and I know I'm going off on a tangent, but nobody says you have to, like if you're digital planning and you're, keeping track of everything on your phone, you don't need a paper planner. Well, that's not true for me. And if you're paper planning, like why would you use digital? That's not true for me either. I love using this combo. I've used it for 2.5 years now and it's working for me. So I'm not going to stop doing that. So I guess, it's all up to you how you balance it, but that's just how I do it. Ia Butosi asks, what inspires me to make a spread? So typically, and not to sound like a broken record, but I do have a video on how I get my planner inspiration, and I will link it up here. But I usually will flip through my sticker books. Typically, it's either one sticker or it's a color combination in that sticker book, or something just sparks it in me, and I don't know exactly how to say how it happens. It just happens. Some weeks I'm so much more creative than other weeks. And sometimes I get on a roll for a couple months, and then I'll have a couple months where I'll be uninspired and I'll have to, rely on using the color storybooks, which have the theme already in there for you, all the stickers that match. Sometimes I'll do that. Other times I am pulling stickers from 12 different books. I mean, that's rare, but so I guess mainly that's what I mainly do. But if you want more tips, go check out that video. Amelia Beck asks, how do I choose a planner for 2021? And what is your favorite planner or planner style? So first off, my favorite planner style is the vertical. So I am a vertical girl. I always have been. I love planning in the vertical planner. And I'm a big planner girl. So big vertical is my favorite. That's not to say that I don't love the other kinds as well. And I'm having a lot of success using a classic dashboard planner for my social media planning. It's working out very well for me. But vertical will always be like my love. And I like the big because I like having room to decorate and have enough space to write my plans in and not worry about running out of space. I can be really creative in the big. As far as how do you choose a planner for 2021, I will probably be doing a video on that. I do have a video for how to choose your planner for 2020. I will link this up there so you can check that out. I guess it's like trial and error. You know, if you don't have a planner yet, it's trial and error. But I have a lot of tips in that video, and I could give you some of those tips now, but like it's long and I don't really want to get too involved in this. So go check that out. It will give you tons of tips for picking your planner for next year. Diaries.pg asks, other than washi tape and whiteout, how do you cover unwanted colored lines in your planner? That's tricky. That's a tricky question. I'm not sure I've ever covered them up with anything except for washi and whiteout, but no, that's not true. I've covered them up with scrapbook paper, so you can do that. You can cover them with scrapbook paper. You can cover them with stickers, but that's a really hard question. I don't know. Keep watching my videos. I'm sure at some point I'll cover them up with something besides washi or whiteout. Vegan Diarist asked for tips on how to avoid wasting pages when you're frankenplanning. If you're new to happy planning, frankenplanning just means taking parts from one planner and putting it into another planner and making like it your own, like customizing it, and like Frankenstein's monster, you know, like a little bit of everything. And it's hard not to waste pages because so many of them are like front and back. So you've got like your monthly page on the back of like your divider, and then you've got like your currently page on the back of a page from the month before. And it's like really kind of sometimes confusing. Like I get really confused when I frankenplan. Here's an idea of how not to waste a page. You can take the page that's going to be covered up by the other page and photocopy it on like your printer, and then you'll have that page. It's not going to be like Happy Planner paper or anything, but then you can take it and still use that page. Does that make sense? It's kind of hard to talk about without showing it, but I hope that made sense. Okay, the last question is from the Melancita. She asks, how did planning help you achieve your dream job? I guess mainly I wrote down goals a lot. I kept a lot of goals in my planner, and using like motivational stickers for some reason for me really, really helped. Like the ones that like encourage you to go for your goals and, you know, follow your dreams, all that kind of stuff. Being part of the planner community and constantly having all of that positivity directed toward me, seeing and giving other people I don't know, like the exchange of positivity for some reason really helped me dream big, I guess, and make steps to follow that dream. There was a lot of encouragement among the planner community and friends, and it just, I don't know, it just kind of fell together for me. But as far as like using it for goal setting and stuff, at the beginning of each year, I set a one little word for the year, and I do a video on it. And like, usually that word is somehow related to goals as well. So that helps. And I just, you know, I use my currently pages every month to set goals, and it just kind of all fell together, and it just sort of started working for me. I don't have specific instructions or anything like that, but if you have a certain passion and you want to make it a career, you need to take the extra time to work on it every single week. Nothing's going to happen if you just sit around and dream and don't do anything. You have to break it into like concrete, easy, manageable steps. And I did a lot of that, like breaking it into smaller steps, and just keep going week after week. Build time into your day to work on that dream. You know, I am a workaholic. Like, I get up early. Sometimes I go to bed late. I'm still doing this. And for me, it's my passion. And so I don't mind spending the extra time. And I think in the beginning of something, like when I started my YouTube channel, you need to put in extra effort. If you want to pursue your dreams, you need to put in the effort to do so. And in the beginning, it's going to seem like nothing's happening. It's going to seem like, you know, you're doing all this for nothing, but you're not, because every little step gets you closer and closer to your dream job. And you just got to keep working on it and got to keep working on it. I think anything is possible. And write it all down. Write down your goals, write down the steps, write down daily what you're going to do that day to work on that goal. And eventually you'll get there. I'm not sure if that was helpful or not, but that's what I did. So that was a lot of questions. Thank you guys for submitting them. I think I got to all of them. If I somehow missed your question, I'm sorry. If I did, it was probably too close to another question. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Stay tuned for Doodle of the Day, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.